Hello and welcome to another edition of the Reserve Report, your source for what's going on locally and around the Reserve. I'm your host, Corporal Ian Leonis. Maradmin 424/15 announces the fiscal year 2016 Active Reserve Program Officer New Applicant Accession Board and Career Designation Board. This year's board plans to fill significantly more billets compared to previous boards. Active and Reserve lieutenants through majors can apply for accession into the Active Reserve program through October 1st. In addition, AR officers wanting to continue their service in the AR program can apply for the Career Designation Board through October 1st. For more information, check out the Maradmin. Down in Australia, Reserve Marines with the Environmental Service Division participated in exercise Talisman Saber. The Marines worked with a team from the Australian Army to help prevent the spread of pollutants on the continent during the large-scale exercise. Here in the Big Easy, Marine Corps Band New Orleans performed a concert series titled The Spirit of Rebirth to celebrate the progress the city has made since Hurricane Katrina hit 10 years ago. Sergeant Brittany Music brings us an inside look.
10 years ago, a big city with an even bigger reputation was hit by one of the top 5 deadliest and costliest hurricanes the country had ever seen.
When Katrina hit New Orleans, it affected everybody, not just the people that were born here, but the people that lived here, and that included all the Marines that were stationed here.
It affected the Marines in every way as much as it did the natives of the city.
While we weren't born here, this was not our original home. As Marines, we know that this is the home for now. This is where our children go to school. This is where our spouses go to work. This is where our families go to church. So for all practical purposes, this was our home. And we lost our home along with everybody else.
But the Marines did not let the storm hold them back from doing all they could.
So when it came time for recovery, we were pitching in with everybody else. We would come to work and do our day job here at Marine Forces Reserve. But in the evenings, we were helping drywall, helping painting, helping cleaning up the roads, anything and everything that we needed to do to help clean up the parishes.
Back in 2005, Smith was in Iraq with 2nd Marine Division when Katrina hit the city. And because of Katrina, he was sent to New Orleans.
At first, I wasn't happy about it, but it didn't take long to really get to understand the significance of this city and the importance of this city.
Smith learned quickly it was the people of New Orleans who came together to make the city what it was. While the Marines helped that cause, the band had another mission to accomplish as well.
But this band and the command wanted to do something more personal of the Marine Corps and specifically to us, and that was music. We wanted to give the gift of music.
The community knows this band. They see us out there. We interact with them all the time, so it's good for them to see us involved in an event like this.
On the 10-year anniversary of Hurricane Katrina, Marine Corps Band New Orleans performed a concert series entitled Spirit of Rebirth.
The thing that makes this concert special or particularly unique is that this is not meant to commemorate the storm or the events surrounding the storm.
Even after such a large-scale devastation, the city has overcome the tragedy in a short amount of time.
4 or 5 years ago, came down in support of Mardi Gras, and seeing from then and now how much the city has rebuilt and improved since the devastation of Katrina, it's pretty amazing.
Several people come to New Orleans to experience Mardi Gras for a weekend, but others come and find a way to fit in and help as a contributing member of the community, no matter how long they've been here, with the main concern of continuing to help the people of the city.
I remember being stationed on the West Coast when Katrina hit, seeing some of the footage and knowing some of the people in the band here. A big thing for me is being able to pay it forward to the community that I'm stationed in, and I think this is one of the best ways I can do that in my job in the Marine Corps.
With the opportunity of such a special and distinct way to give back, the band found a composer to make something unique and exceptional for an event like this, to remember what life was like 10 years ago and how great it is today.
The purpose of this concert series is to celebrate how far the people of New Orleans have come in rebuilding the city and getting everything not back to where it was, but even better than it was before.
And that's what this piece does. It starts out with a theme that represents the city, and that theme gets concerned with the approaching storm. It goes through the storm. It gets worn, beaten, and soaked, if you will, after the storm. But then that original theme not only comes back, it comes back bigger, fuller, and stronger, larger than it ever was before, just as the city had done, just as the people of New Orleans had done for the city.
Even after Smith left his first tour here and had other duty stations, he found himself with a choice to return to New Orleans for more than just a vacation.
So it became close to my heart. I was here for 5 years, and they gave me a choice of duty stations because my time's running short, and New Orleans was one of them. My wife and I both eagerly jumped at the chance to come back, and it just so happens that I'm in time for the 10th anniversary of the storm that brought me here in the first place.
Other members of the band are delighted to be a part of this celebration so many years later.
It's a really good learning experience, I think, for myself and all the other Marines that weren't down here when that happened.
The Marines are receiving a high level of satisfaction for doing this, not only at a national level to their country, but the people they rub elbows with in the local area.
The band will get a sense of service for this. This is why most of us join the Marines, to pay service to our country and to communities these bands are located in. And this is the best way we can do it, by celebrating an event such as this.
I think the benefit to the Marines of this band is they can see how important they are to our country and the oath they've sworn to uphold, but more importantly, how important each command is to the community where they are stationed. And each relationship in the command in that city they reside in is special.
From tragedy to triumph, the Big Easy overcame some not-so-easy times, but the people of the city stuck together and have built back a place some would say is even better than before.
The process is still going. The city's come a long way in 10 years, but there's still things to go. And it's the people of New Orleans that make that happen.
Reporting from New Orleans, I'm Sergeant Brittany Music.
That does it for this edition of the Reserve Report. As always, for more news, photos, and videos, check out our website at www.mar4res.marines.mil. I'm Corporal Ian Leonis. Thanks for watching.